For a good Monday evening, folks, we do have a few isolated thunderstorms across the low country, but they will continue to diminish once the sun sets this evening at about 8:08. And right now, the tropics are getting active. We are tracking Tropical Storm Hannah. Find out the latest on the storm, where it's going, and what to expect here along the southeastern coast. And I'm meteorologist Scott Williams live on Folly Beach. Find out what impacts Hurricane Bertha could bring to the beaches as early as tomorrow. Well, right now, Bill, the roads are still above freezing, but temperatures will continue to drop through the overnight hours, and that will create some problems on the roadways, especially the elevated bridges and overpasses here across the area, and that will create some black ice. And black ice is so treacherous because it takes on the same transparency of the object that it freezes on. A very symmetric and textbook case scenario here. You can see an eye and also deep convection around the center of circulation with Ike. We have a new tropical storm, which is Dolly, which is moving into portions of the western Caribbean and also the Yucatan Peninsula. And those wind chill values are in the 20s here on the beach, so a very cold and raw day. We're looking at some beach erosion possible here. You want to get into the lowest interior part of your home, away from all windows. Planning dinner tonight? Will it be steaks on the grill or spaghetti indoors? So you know what to expect in the skies and on the menu. Everywhere you see the orange and gold color, that's some drier air across the Carolinas, but take a look at Tropical Storm Faye. You can really make out all of that deep tropical moisture. And I'm meteorologist Scott Williams at the Walgreens in Somerville, here to tell you about a handheld portable device that can save your life. And all you have to do is go to our website, live5news.com, click on the weather link, and there you'll find all the information about how to program your particular NOAA weather radio. And look at these feeder bands continuing to spiral into the storm. Tornado watch boxes have been issued for most of central Florida. Well, it's been a warm and muggy day, even some strong and severe thunderstorms, especially to the west of I-95 in the upstate of South Carolina. We're taking a look at live Super Doppler 5000 and Hurricane Gustav after the break.
Weather with meteorologist Scott Williams.
Well, it certainly has been a wet Friday here across the low country, with all of those rain bands rotating from the ocean onshore, giving most locations anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. And we saw all of that rainfall downtown earlier around the market. Portions had to be shut down. We still have some heavy rainfall showing up on live Super Doppler 5000, the power of 5 live radars. You can see in southwestern Charleston County, also southern Colleton County. That's where we have some of the gusty winds as well in these rain bands. And we also have a tornado watch in effect for the Tri-County area and points southward until about 6 o'clock. But some of the heavy rainfall continues to spiral in, gusty winds at times up to 30 miles per hour. We also have some heavy rainfall in Williamsburg and also Georgetown County. But as we zoom in a little closer right now around Walterboro, Yemassee, back down to Edisto Beach, Meggett, Hollywood, west of the Ashley, we are seeing some of that very heavy rainfall. Around Kingstree, Lane, Greeleyville, good evening. You're seeing some of that moisture from Tropical Storm Faye continuing to rotate inland. And that's really been the trend for out the past 5 days as Tropical Storm Faye continues on its weather tour across the Florida Peninsula, now set to make its 4th landfall sometime tomorrow just around the Big Bend area of Florida as it emerges back into the Gulf. But for us, we continue to see that moisture pump offshore on to the land areas here across the low country, bringing the heavy rainfall. So as we look at your weather headlines, we do have that tornado watch in effect until 6 p.m. Rain bands will continue to rotate in from Faye. Within those rain bands, we'll see some gusty winds and some flash flooding, so be mindful of that if you're heading outdoors this evening. Also along the beaches, a rip current risk and some minor beach erosion certainly possible. As we take a look at how Faye will evolve over the next 24 to 48 hours, we'll look at future trackers starting the clock at about 5:30. The rainfall here across the Palmetto State, and you can see the center of circulation with Faye. All of this activity will continue to march towards the west, so we will see some of that onshore flow moisture for Saturday, so we'll keep about a 40% chance. But it looks like out of the weekend, we'll finally start to dry out on Sunday. But as we approach next week, it looks like some of the remnant moisture from Faye will head back into our particular area. So we're not quite done with Faye yet. Speaking of the weekend, for your Saturday, 86 degrees, a 40% chance for those on and off again scattered showers. I don't think it'll be a complete washout at all. And by Sunday, 87, a 20% chance for an isolated shower or two. As we look at the